Welcome back to Carolina Rut Cuddles. Today, we are going mudding, but what are we going mudding with, you might ask? The old Yamaha Grizzly. You might be saying, hey, I thought the Snorkel wasn't right. And if you watched last week's video, you might know that one of these has got rubbed into by the tie rod. That one right there, I'm pretty sure it's that one got rubbed in half by the tie rod. But guys, we got lucky and our package came a lot quicker than I thought it would, because it said it wouldn't be here to the end of October, but it showed up like this week, so that's crazy. And that is a good old triangle snorkel and a new air box, because this air box has some slits in it that aren't right. They're not gonna work with this kit. So we went ahead, we got the air box taken apart, we got the gas tank halfway off, we got all this, so we're gonna go ahead and take all this off so we can put this whole new snorkel on so we can go mudding. If you wouldn't mind, you can stay around and you can watch us do the snorkel. If not, this is the time. Or maybe this is the time. Or is this the time? Nah, this is the time. This is the time, guys. That's where we're gonna be when we start mudding. So if you wanna watch a mud and not see us put snorkel on, that's it. That way nobody's gonna be complaining saying, well, it kind of boring. I didn't wanna, no. And again, guys, we're not gonna do piece by piece, so it's not gonna be boring, but if you wanna leave, understandable, you can go to the mud part. Anyways, let's go ahead and take all of this off. We gotta take the gas tank off and everything, which you don't have to. We're just going to make it a lot more room for us. Okay, guys, we got the gas tank off. Another reason we was gonna take the gas tank off, the carburetor needs to be cleaned, which is kind of crazy, because we cleaned it and it was working perfect. It sat for 2-3 weeks in the shed, so it wasn't outside in the weather, and now the float's sticking. So we got to get that fixed, and honestly, it ain't the end of the world, guys. These are very simple, but what is with this light? So now we got to get this air box, which this silicone's actually doing a really good job for once. Normally the silicone does not do a good job. And we also have another issue. This hose has to be replaced, but luckily this comes with a kit. But if you look, it goes up there, but it's been crispified, guys. It's no bueno. So the next step is to go ahead and get this air box lid off, I guess. Okay, got the air box lid out the way. This air filter does not look so hot. We probably should go ahead and change it, but I don't have one, I don't think, so that's going to be a different day. We're also going to have to go ahead and clean that off. But hey, next step is getting this stupid old hose out the way. Like, this is what they had, and if you look, they didn't do a good job. It just laid right in the muffler and melted. So we got to get this old hose out the way, people. Okay, we got most of them off. We got most of this off. There's the plate. There's it. So where is it? There it is. This is the one we had issues with. I wonder why she was getting water in the belt box so bad. Oof. And not only that, if you look down here, yeah, it's bad. This hose it's no bueno. So the next step is, we're gonna change this other one because it's perfectly fine. I think I am, but man, it's a pain to get this one out. All the other ones are easy to get out. This one, not so much. This one goes up and under and around and back under and back around, which I think if I take this off, I might be able to just get right to it. I think that's what I have to do. But yeah, that's what I'm figuring. I'm just looking at it right now. I'm thinking about changing it, but at the same time, it's perfectly fine. I might take it off and save it as a spare. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and open all these boxes we have. So I thought I could buy all this stuff for cheap, but just look at the quality of this, guys. This isn't gonna leak. Look at that. That is some good quality right there, guys. Like, I thought that, maybe I could buy all of this and fix it myself, but looking at this now, the quality is above and beyond. Like, this is amazing. To me, it's amazing. Maybe you think it looks like crap, but I think it looks really good. This is the triangle kit, so let's go ahead and get it all out and lay it out. Okay, we got everything laid out. So this is the snorkels. Looks good. Comes with these adapters that I have bought online, but those screws, those metal screws that you're seeing right there, those are something I never thought about. And would probably explain why the one I put on just wobbled around, because it probably needed that to tighten it up, guys. That's actually a smart idea. Did not think about that. And of course, we have vent hoses and clamps. You have another boot. I think this goes in the back of the belt box, because the front one already has one. A bevel, guys. Oh my gosh, this is genius. I love this. I really do. Some dielectric grease, because of course, you also have the screws that screw onto your plate. And this right here, pretty sure this is the vent we're looking for that goes into the crankcase. Let me see if I can spin it around. Yeah, I think this is the one that goes in the crankcase. The video I watched, I think they heated it up and made it work. So, guys, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and put in the description the video that I'm about to watch. I'm going to watch the video to double check, because I've seen the video of how this works, but I'm going to double check and make sure I do everything right. And then, of course, I have the smoke machine from last week to make sure it's 100% right. But, guys, I'll go ahead and put it in the description below. So if you want to know the video, how this is done by the company Triangle themselves, That's what I'm gonna put. I mean, again, I'm just showing you the kind of the quick tutorial on how it's done. You're also gonna need a hole saw, but my hole's already drilled. I don't have to re-drill these, they're already there. I'm just gonna push this out. I'm gonna go ahead and replace all of them. I kind of hate it because this one is pretty good. I think it's probably bad. But anyways, we're gonna take all of this off and put all these new ones on. First, I'm gonna watch a video and I'll let y'all know what I found out. I know there was a couple things with like the airbox lid, you gotta cut it a little bit. And I think everything else had already been cut. I think this had a triangle kit, and then I think what happened was the piece probably broke off or bond off. He probably let it fall off, and he tried to put a big hose, and that's just kind of where we're at right now. So let me go ahead and watch the video, and I'll catch y'all when we get back. Okay, guys, it's been an hour, and the video did not help at all. It says that if you take a heat gun, y'all see heat gun right there, you can heat this up, and these hoses will go right on. No, they won't. I heated it up till it melted. I ended up having to cut a couple pieces off because I got too hot. No. The only thing I found to do was spray WD-40 on it, keep shoving it on this one, and keep shoving it, and kind of like get it wore out. Then it'll finally start to go on this one. Then you do the same thing on the other side, and then you just put the old clamps on. Honestly, if it was me, I would just leave the factory one, just make sure it's sealed right. And because it's supposed to not have any dart get in it. Mine was just already melted and broken. Let me see if I can find it. Here's mine. As you can see, it is it's broken. Like, I think somebody tried to heat this one up and it didn't work. I ended up having to cut that end off just to get the clip off. But I think we got that now. It's supposed to do a different kind of loop, but honestly, I gave up. I said, screw it. It's going to have the loop I give it, whether it likes it or not. I'll make it work, guys. So I guess the next part is putting these snorkels on because, oh my gosh, I am hot, guys. It is hot, and I've been working on this for over an hour. I should have had this thing done, but because of stupid hose, we just got it. So I guess let's go ahead and throw the next part on. Okay, we got the two belt boxes. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. This is the longer one. It connects. You go through here, back around. Again, there's a video. And it goes right. It comes right through here, up and up through here, and then through here. You're going to take this off. You're going to flip it backwards. So this is the way it's going to be. It was the other way. This is the way it's going to be. Mine was already flipped because, yeah, run through here, up there. Again, my gas tank's off, so I got a lot more room. The other one, same thing. Let me show you. This one goes right there at the bottom. It goes up into the other side, and then the other guy ran it through the middle. It actually comes to this side. You're gonna zip tie it to the frame right here. You're gonna zip tie it to there and then go up. That's how much we've got so far, guys. We're getting there though. Next part is the air intake, which I gotta go ahead and take this out of the box. Okay, got the new air box lid. So since you haven't done this yet, you're gonna want to cut about halfway down, parallel, up, down, left, right, don't matter. I went a little farther than halfway because it kind of just went right through like butter. But you're gonna go halfway on each side. What's that gonna do is when you put it in there, you can put a hose clamp and it's gonna clamp it in there, people. That's the idea. At least that's how the video shows it. So let's go ahead and get this all put together. Next step, once you drill the holes, you're gonna go ahead and put these on. Make sure you have to take the rack off, which is like 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5, 6, maybe. Anyways, I forgot. Once you take them off, you put these on. Make sure these little spinny things are on the top. And the hose clamp is at the bottom. It's very simple, guys. Again, there's a whole, I put the video at the bottom. This is literally just a quick tutorial. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after hours and hours of work, we finally got it all together. She is looking good. Still gotta take the carb off, clean it, but everything is good. As you can see, everything's tight. Everything seems to clear. I might need to put a little, oh, I forgot to wire this back up. This goes up there. I also gotta I'll probably put some stuff right here, some heat stuff, so that way this thing don't melt it like it did last time. And right there looks a little close for comfort, but I still think I got some of that stuff sitting around, so shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, guys, without further ado, instead of wasting any more time, it is time to get to the mud. I'm gonna put this all together tonight or in the morning. We gotta ride tomorrow, but after that, we're gonna put it together and y'all gonna see it in the mud. So I'll see you in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we got the Grizzly ready to go. So I drove it over here and we had the biggest issue ever. It cut off, would not start. I think that I might have pinched the fuel line. It looked like, I'm hoping that's all it was. It's not, every time it's hot, holy crap, guys, hang on. This butthole's huge. Well, he ain't huge, he's kind of small. But you all should see, he jumped up there and started climbing. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Anyways, we got the snorkel ran. I mean, we put new fuel lines, ran all the diffs. We've done everything, guys. And you can't tell me that Snorkel don't look good. Way taller than last time. I mean, last time it only went about heel. Now this one right here, the ring, there's a ring that goes under it. You see that one. You see this one. It's not quite tight, and I don't have a screwdriver. My finger don't fit in there, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get me a screwdriver, straighten it up. But first and foremost, guys, let's slap on a GoPro and play in the mud. I mean, I was really hoping to get four-wheel drive fixed, but guess what? The switch didn't fix it either. Switch didn't fix it. The thing didn't fix it. I'm assuming there's a wiring issue now, guys. Anyways, let's go ahead, slap on the GoPro. Let's play in some mud, guys. That's what we're here for. We haven't played in the mud in weeks other than the side-by-side, and y'all been begging for the four-wheeler. So let me go ahead and slap on the GoPro. Okay, let's go, guys. Stop acting up. Fountain told me that she is not going to mud today. And we don't have anything else to go mudding. I don't know what the person before us did to it, but man, why is everything I get breaks? I get a Honda 500 and the transmission goes out. The Rancho 350, the top end went out. It's like, man, can I just get a four-wheeler that doesn't die? Woo! Well, it didn't cut off, and we still got power, so that's good. Okay, guys, I think we got it sealed up. At least better than last time, but of course, that last time, oh crap. What in the? Okay, let's just lay that here. I didn't know that thing went that far. Let's go in the shallow part one more time, then we're going to deep end. We have the truck, so I'm not too scared. If we didn't have the truck, I'd be really scared. Yeah, this is when diff lock would be nice. There we go. Okay, time to go deep, guys. I haven't been over here in a while. Oh crap, no brakes. Whoa. Well, that ain't good. I hit with the force and the tiles made it so I couldn't even get over. Yeah, you can tell nobody's been back here in a while. There we go, baby. I love when we can go mudding. Woo! I got my phone's right there. Oh crap, no, 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 no. Not my phone! Whoa, look at that, that was right there. Woo, that was close. Okay, let's do it again. Oh no, we popped the rim off. Look, it's spinning, but it ain't going that well. No! How did we do that? Look, guys, we popped the rim off. Oh, that was crazy. Okay. Ah, I knew it. I told myself, I said, man, I need to put air in that tire in case it gets, you know, pops off, because it's notorious for getting air. I'm like, it didn't look that slack. Yeah, she's slack, all right. She off the rim. How about the other side? Yeah, she's not that bad. If I could just pop her right back on. Well, guys, I guess that's all we got. I don't know how else you're gonna go without a tile. Oh, I'm so wet right now. And not in a good way either. I was sitting there like, oh no, a broken axle. That thing's just spinning. Oh wait, never mind. Normally my truck would have an air compressor. Y'all know my black truck, it has an air compressor on it. Well, guess what? I don't have my black truck. It's leaking oil too bad. We're driving this truck and it don't have an air compressor. It also don't have any tools, so if we break down, we're just screwed anyways. Take her home, or at least let's just take this on the dike and then we can walk back and get the truck. Holy crap, it's dark in here. Spiders! Why are the spiders so bad? Like, the spiders, and the worst thing right now is this copperhead season. You don't know what a copperhead is? That is one mean SOB. And you do not want to meet them when you're walking in this tall grass. And well, they are. Ooh, there's something in my shoe. Ugh, my butt is wet. Now my seat's wet. Oh, it's all muddy now. The home of the truck. Now it's time to do the walk to the foil. Oh, Lord. Sick of walking, especially in these wet shoes. I hope y'all can see. Look at my feet. They're all ick. They're icky, guys. Start walking. Oh, look, we finally back. That's a long walk. I ain't gonna lie, guys. Oh, look, Dexter's coming out now. He'd been a lot of help 10 minutes ago. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can't argue the Grizzly did great in the mud. She did die, but I really think the fuel line got pinched because all I did was kind of look in there and say, you know, it looks pinched. I moved it and it started, it's running. Either that or she has a heating issue, which would be way worse. That means every time she heats up, she cuts off, but we really can't tell unless, you know, we take it out. Let me take this GoPro. Woo, man, it's getting hot out here. anyways, we got a surprise to y'all guys. Y'all are gonna be super excited about this. And that is, we have a friend coming tomorrow who has a Gen 3 Can-Am XMR, guys. You heard that right. Not a 700, I think it's a 1000. It might be an 850. Don't really know right now, I can't remember, but he's coming tomorrow. We're gonna go mudding. He wants to go through all these holes we have around here. And that will really show y'all just how badass the holes are. Because let's be honest, if it gets stuck, then y'all can't be like, oh man, my Recon 250 will make it, which y'all would probably still say that because y'all love y'all Recons. I've been trying to get one, guys. Been trying to get one. Which is the main reason we're quitting this video right now, guys. I was gonna go pop that tile back on and then go back again. But looking at the sun, I mean, you can't really tell, but it's going down fast. We have about another hour and 10 before it gets dark, guys. And let's be honest, by the time I go pop this tile off, clean all the water and mud out of it, it's going to be dark. So I think that's what we're going to go do. My buddy's coming tomorrow, and that's going to be next week's video, guys. You got to tune in. The Gen 3 Can-Am and these holes are just going to be badass. But for this video, this is where we're going to stop. We're going to go ahead and get these tiles on and do all this. Try to fix any problems I found tonight. And that way it'll be ready for tomorrow. And if it doesn't work, we have the Wolverine, guys. The players, piece of crap, still don't run right. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all on the next one where we're going to have a Can-Am against the Grizzly. See y'all then.